how can you manage to take more than 2 hearts?
Give up one at the beginning.
Yes.
Ah,
What happens if you play a low heart from your hand and play the 3 of hearts from dummy?
right.
Then when you get back in, you play another heart to the ace and then the king. Now the hearts are gone and you've got 2 more heart winners in dummy.
Right.
All about keeping your bridges, if you will.
So, except for Andrew, go ahead and let me replay this for you quickly here. And try and do just the beginning of that, see how that works out.
Wait. But what's more likely though, the heart breaking 3-3 or getting the extra checking club? Because if they break 4-2, are you risking going down?
But why don't you combine your chances?
Mm-hmm.
That's even more likely.
Yeah, you can still try the club finesse if the hearts don't break.
So finesse is a 50-50. Club breaking 3-3 is less than
Heart
50-50.
3-3 is like
Club
40.
breaking 3-3.
That's gonna be the same as the hearts breaking 3-3.
Okay. Hmm.
Okay, we're almost done here. And everybody made over trick this time. So let's do another deal here.
You.
Oh, did you mess up there, James?
I guess.
Undo a couple tricks there because I thought you were on the right track. I'm gonna undo them for you. You're in the dummy, right?
Okay. Yeah, and I've realized that my diamonds aren't going to split, and so now I tried to club finesse and then lose.
Oh, the diamonds. There's only 2 diamonds left.
Oh. Oh, I miscounted the diamonds.
I have to say that these robots aren't the best defenders.
Yeah, I agree.
Duck a spade, they decide to switch suits.
Oh. Yeah. I was expecting the diamonds to split 3-3, so when they split 3-2, I was like, oh no, they're 4-2.
Uh-huh. Yeah, no, I know what you mean there. So yeah, what's the trick on this hand then? What do we need?
Same as the last one.
Yes. And it's more likely to work because we have 8 diamonds. And so we only need them to split 3-2, which is the most likely arrangement. And what is it about this hand and the last hand that makes that an attractive approach? What is a characteristic of the dummy that makes
No,
you want?
no outside entry besides the long suit.
That's right. The long suit itself is the only suit that contains the entry. So you can't afford to cash the ace and king of diamonds right off and then give up a diamond because there's no entry back to your dummy.
Right.
So this tends to happen with hands like this, kind of lopsided high cards where we open 2 no trump and they raise us to 3 no trump. Because most of the points are in one hand, but the hand with the few points also is the only hand with the 5-card suit. So you need to duck a round initially so that you can then use the high cards both as transportations and as the way to draw the remaining cards. Let's do one more deal here. Oh, see, Elizabeth, you see what you've done now? How are you going to take your diamonds now? I'm going to undo that trick for you. There you go. Okay, so this hand is an extreme version of like the first two. Dummy has one long suit and only one possible entry, the king of diamonds. And so what is it that we need to do in order to sit up and win dummy's diamonds?
Just as long as the ace is doubleton, just wait until the third trick to play the king.
Yep. We have to duck twice and hope that the ace is doubleton. Or possibly it might be ace third, but the defender might play it early. And they shouldn't, but they'll often help you out like that too. So this is an extreme version of that scenario, where dummy has a long suit, one possible entry, and again we can hope we have an 8-card fit, but we're missing a lot of high cards, so we have to duck 2 rounds of diamonds and hope to get to the king of diamonds on the 3rd round, so we can cash 2 more diamonds at the end. All right, let me bring up another deal here.
Rick, can you show your screen for the recording?
Oh yeah, sorry. That's not what I want anyhow. And I'm going to stop sharing for a minute here because I don't want you to see all my notes here.
Why? What do your notes say? James is such a dork. He never makes his hand.
No. Where did I put this hand? Hang on, sorry. Oh, this is.
Hey, James, are you by any chance related to someone named Stephanie who works for the ACBL?
No.
Okay, because
Sure his
there's
last name's
someone named
Rockel?
Stephanie, yes, with the exact same last name who works for the ACBL.
Yeah. It's an unusual one.
Yeah, that's why I was wondering. She was the coordinator for the college bridge program, so I had a lot of correspondence with her.
Nice. Where does she live?
She, Memphis. I don't know if she's from there originally, but that's where the ACBL is headquartered, close to there.
Yeah, most of my family is from the South.
There's probably a connection somewhere.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Sorry, I'll find this in a minute here. Oh, I know what this was. I did this as a email. So let's try that as a discussion. Give me just a second. We'll go back to SharkBridge, but for a minute, go ahead and take a look at your WebEx.
Make Portoni type in another URL.
No URL. This is one just we'll do discussion on here.
Oh, I see.
All right, can you guys read this okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna do an adjustment here to make this a little more clear what's going on. Okay, so here's the setup for this. The right-hand opponent, which is north here, they open a diamond, which is not surprising. We passed, and south bid one no trump, which was passed out. And so one no trump is the contract, and partner leads the 10 of hearts. So what are some things that we can tell about what partner has and what declare has? And we can see what we have and we can see what dummy has.
Well, partner definitely doesn't have the jack, and he probably doesn't have the queen either of hearts.
Partner should have a lot of points.
Yeah, how many points? Those are both important observations. So how many points do we think partner has probably?
$17-ish.
I agree. And so there's different ways of counting it, but really the shorthand way is when the opponents are playing one no trump, usually the high card points are divided pretty evenly between both pairs. So they probably have about 20 points and we probably have about 20 points. And we only have 3 points, so that means partner has about 17. And then what Andrew said, the 10 of hearts, partner certainly doesn't have the jack of hearts because we would lead the jack if we have the jack and the 10. And partner should not have the queen of hearts either because you won't normally see the 10 of hearts from the queen unless it's the queen 10 9. And we have the 9 of hearts. So it's probably a top of nothing type of blade. And so how many hearts do we think that partner has?
Two. Three.
At least 3.
If partner has 2 hearts, how many hearts does declare have?
4. It will bid again.
Well, they would have bid a heart and not a no trump.
Yeah.
Right.
No, they have the south. The declare has doesn't have as many as 4 hearts or 4 spades.
Right.
And if partner had 4 hearts, they would have led low from 4. Their standard leads are low from 4.
Yep.
So we expect partner's got 3 hearts, and that leaves 3 for declare. So the hearts are 5, 3, 3, 2. So what do we think about our defense here? What's our best chance to defeat this one no trump contract?
Well, our hand has 3 heart tricks once we knock out the ace, assuming we keep the king as an entry.
Right.
So similar to the hands we just did, where we duck.
Yes, that's right. This is exactly like that third hand we did, because you've got king empty fourth as the only good thing in your hand. So if you duck hearts twice, if partner will lead hearts twice, and we duck both times, the ace will fall, and then when partner gets in and leads their last heart, our king will win, and then we'll have 2 more heart winners. And so our 3 heart tricks plus partner's 17 high card points hopefully will add up to 7 tricks. Set that. If you do what's kind of the knee jerk play, third hand high, so your partner leads 10 of hearts, they play the 3 from dummy, and you play your king because you don't want to lose your king, or you don't want to let them win a cheap trick. You'll win your king of hearts, but that's it. You'll only get 1 heart trick instead of 3 ultimately. But if you're patient, you'll get 3 heart tricks, and that'll make the difference between them being set and them making an over trick. And so, how do you convince partner to keep leading hearts here?
Duck with the 9 on the first.
Yeah. You should really put an encouraging 9 out there. And partner can do the same counting that you can. Partner can tell that declare has at most 3 hearts. So partner will be able to tell that you have 5 hearts, 5 or 6 hearts. So partner should be kind of inclined to keep leading hearts, but your 9 will be encouraging. Say, yeah, I've got the entry. You just need to keep leading hearts every time you get in. So, so who is it that's going to make the critical play on defense here as to whether you guys set the contract or not? Is it your hand east or is it the west hand?
Like West having to keep leading hearts.
Yes, but it's east that has to not take the king on trick 1.
Right.
And it's so easy to do that. So when you pick up a hand like this initially before the auction even goes and you've got 3 high card points, what do you think about the hand?
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, it's like, get this over and let me get some more points on the next deal. And it's too easy to kind of zone out and not realize that you're the one that has the critical play to make. You're the one that's going to either set or set the contract or let them make it. And it happens at trick 1. If you're kind of falling asleep and just playing automatically, you'll win your king and that's it. And the defense is doomed. But if you sit there and think about it, oh, partner must have 17 points. That's pretty good. And partner must have 3 hearts, and I can see it's an ace doubleton on dummy. That's pretty good. All of a sudden, you can develop a plan and be cooperate with partner so that you do the critical thing you need to do, which is encourage hearts but not win the heart trick, and help partner realize that he needs to keep leading hearts through. And so, so I think about these hands that look so bad. It's often the case that the play that you make, especially early in the hand, will make the difference. The other kind of way it can make the difference is late in the hand, where if you need to hold on to a suit, maybe if you had in like a side suit of clubs here, like another club, and less a heart or something, and you might have to hang on to your clubs to keep them from winning their last club. So these hands where you have like no points, you still need to pay attention. It also helps to signal effectively to partners, so a partner that has the bunch of points can know what to do on these things.
Okay.
So let's go back to Shark Bridge now. I did have another hand to load. All right, I'm sharing again, so just look at your own Shark Bridge. Elizabeth, you can claim at this point because the trumps are drawn and you've got good diamonds there. Claim for you here. And Brian, I'm going to claim for you also.
Yep, sorry, I had to walk away.
Okay. You're going to... Okay, so some people made this and some people didn't. So, Tony, what was the key for you to make this contract?
So with the spade lead, well, there's like the fast loser and the slow loser thing. You have a fast loser in hearts, a fast loser in clubs, and potentially 2 slow loser in spades. And if we, they can it doesn't matter if you duck it or the spades or not, but if you duck and you lose the 2 spades, and if you play trump, you're gonna lose immediately, and you can lose the club. So you have to pitch one of the club fast loser, or possibly one of the spade loser earlier on by playing diamond before you're playing trump.
Right, and if you duck two spades, you're sunk too, because after they
Right.
take their second spade, they'll take their ace of clubs, and you're gone.
So there's no real reason to duck the spades, and
Right.
there's the. I was thinking that do I want to pitch a spade or pitch a club? And seeing that we have 5 club compared to 6 spades, I decided to pitch club.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's the thing to do. When we look at this hand right at the get-go, we should decide we've got 2 aces we're losing, and we could potentially lose 2 spades. And so we have to do something about that. And the thing you can do about that is pitching a loser on the diamond, because you have 3 diamond winners and only 2 in your hand there. But you have to do that before you try and draw trump, because if you don't, they've already established their spades, so they win their ace of hearts, they take 2 spades and the ace of clubs, and you're down before you do anything else.
When this hand first drops, do you normally count your winners or do you count your losers?
In a trump contract, you usually count your losers first.
Okay. That would have helped if I had done that. And I counted my winners and
Yeah. Yeah, and you do have enough winners, but you just gotta win the race.
right.
Yeah, because they've got enough winners too. Once the ace of spades is knocked out.
In no trump, you normally count your winners.
Yes. Okay, let's see.
Wow.
I think we did this one.
We did this one. I just want to see if people remember.
I do.
I can tell you the odds.
So Andrew, how come you did not take 2 rounds of trump to start with?
Well, probably a better idea to do that.
Yeah, I think so. Because it's pretty unlikely that they'll ruff your ace of clubs when you're trying to get back to your hand to draw the last trump.
I think I drew 2 rounds of trump the first time I played this hand.
I think you did. You just wanted to mix it up.
Yeah. It's a very fringe case, but if someone only has 1 heart,
Mm-hmm.
that person only has 2 spades, then drawing
Might
2
as well
trump would
close
be
that little gap. Yeah, Elizabeth, you're on the right track. I'm going to pause you right there. I'm going to undo one trick, Elizabeth. You're gonna get it here, but your safer way back to your hand is to ruff a club, just in case you don't want to really risk a diamond getting roughed. And now you can draw the last trump. And now you can claim because diamonds are good. But Brian, I think you're going to go down one here.
Yeah.
So let me undo a couple here. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and just claim it all the way through for you there. But you see, what you need to do is when you think about your losers, how many losers do you have when you look at this hand? And when we count losers, we normally start with the hand with the long trumps, the more trumps in it. Like
Uh-huh.
the south hand here.
Well, 3.
You get to count your high cards from dummy though, so you should say, I don't have any spade losers, I don't have any club losers because the ace is over there, and I don't have any diamond losers because I've got the ace and jack.
Oh, and yeah.
But how about in hearts?
One heart loser.
Right, and that's what you were going to lose at the end there because you just drew trump and we're cashing all your high cards. So what can be done about that heart loser?
So you need to. How do you get rid of the heart?
Well, we're in spades, 7 spades.
So get rid of it on
You just rough it.
on roughing it, but I gotta rough it high.
You got to rough it high. That's right.
That's what I messed up. I roughed it low and lost it. Yes,
Oh,
that's
and they over roughed.
and they over roughed it. Yep.
Okay.
That's what it
Yeah,
was.
and so because of that, when the very first trick uh, uh, goes out, you can't play your jack of spades on the spade. You need to play low, and it's our conditioning to play the high cards from the short side first.
Yep.
So you typically play the jack first, but where you have ace, king, queen, jack, 10, 9, it really doesn't matter. And you need to save that jack for that high rough in case the heart situation is like it is here.
Mm. Yep. Okay.
So before you need to ideally draw 2 rounds of trump and leaving the jack and dummy, then ace, king of hearts and rough the heart with the jack. There's nothing East can do at that point. And you come back to your hand and pull the last trump at that point.
Ah.
So that's one of the sort of standard questions you have to ask when you have a trump contract. You count your losers, and then you decide, do I need to rough a loser? Is one of my ways to do loser management. And if you need to rough a loser, you need to hold off on drawing all the trumps. You can't get rid of all dummy's trumps. You're going to need to rough something. So if you can, you'd like to draw as much trump as you can before that to avoid a possible overruff, or save a high one like that that can't be overruffed. Because that's always a risk when you try and set up a ruff before drawing trump, is the opponents still have their trumps too.
Right.
Okay. Grab another one here. Hang on, I'm going to skip ahead here. Yeah, let's try this. And remember, these robots do not do Bergen raises. Yeah, Elizabeth, you got yourself stuck a little bit there. Okay, we're most close to done. So, Andrew, you did the one no trump and then 3 spades.
Mm-hmm.
What does that usually show?
We would show 10-12 with a balanced hand.
With
And,
three
private
trumps,
four.
3 trumps.
Mm-hmm.
So with 4, why not just 3 spades?
Oh, yeah. Okay. I mean, I never play that way, but you're right.
That's the
Systematically,
standard anyhow. If you're not doing the convention, so
standard. That's probably more accurate.
now Tony did that, and Elizabeth did that, and they wound up getting a double by West, and 4 diamonds by East, and Tony let them play 4 diamonds, down 1. Elizabeth went on to 4 spades, down 2, but in 3 spades, Andrew made 10 tricks. Elizabeth, I think you lost your transportation, and so what I wanted to comment on this is that the computer bridge makes this happen more often than not, but it happens in regular bridge too. You're sitting there initially looking at South's hand, but you're becoming declare in the North. And again, you want to think about what you need to do to set up North's hand. So towards the end, you started deciding you needed to rough your diamond losers because you have the ace of diamonds and the 2 little diamonds. But that's the wrong hand to be looking at losers from. North doesn't have any. North is the one that has the longer spades. That's the one you want to concentrate on. And it doesn't have any diamond losers. It only has 1 diamond and you have the ace. So if you rough diamonds, it just hurts your offense. But what you need is to be able to lead clubs up to the King Jack. And because of that double that happened in West, you expect West to have a lot of those missing high cards. So you need to use your ace of diamonds and your king and queen of spades as entries to lead clubs up to North. And that way they only get the ace of clubs, but you get the king and the queen. East can rough one of them, but it's with a natural spade trick anyhow. So I think you'll make your 4 spades if you do that. But it gets you mixed up when you focus on the South hand and see, oh, I've got diamond losers. I need to rough those. Those are phantom losers, I guess.
Is there a reason for me to bid on after the 4 diamonds?
Not particularly. You told partner exactly what you have. I think if I were North on that hand, I would have bid 4 spades by having the singleton diamond. And knowing about the 9-card spade fit, I'd be happy to be in my suit. Oh, I think we're actually out of time. So.
Yep.
Thank you.
Sure thing.